Well, hello and welcome to Digimazter Total Nerdery channel, and we are back in StarMade at the Starmada server, where we will continue our tutorialized Let's Play Part 3. This time we will do some good old crafting. Excuse me. So, by the way, as we set this planet as home base, it might be a bit unclear after the end of the last episode, but we're safe. It's home base, nobody can wreck our shit. This planet is safe. Just so you know. And, don't worry about fall damage, at least yet, because there is none. Which is kind of nice when you use gravity lifts and such. But, anyways, after we done some crafting, probably not this episode, but next maybe, we will need to set up some good defenses, of course, because even though we may be safe, if there comes pirates, we're not safe in astronaut mode. Of course not. Anyways, let's do some basic crafting. You see here when we go to inventory, should select our inventory. It can be some confusing. Where is our cargo and where is our inventory? But you just click this button, and if it's green, you use the box you selected. If it's not, you use your stuff. We can click craft. Refine raw resources. Raw materials. So what we will do is we'll take something we have much of. Select maybe 10 of those. Put in some resources here. You can see it crafts lots of alloyed metal mesh. Then we'll take one of the shards we have much of. You see, this is ore and this is shard. It's special. We have kind of much of these shards, so let's select 5 of those, throw in the factory. So it can refine to crystal composite and alloyed metal mesh. The crystal composite and the alloyed metal mesh are your main components for crafting in factories and stuff. And this is a thing you only use. Craft generic materials. Here we can also take scrap alloys and capsules and stuff to create already kind of refined shit to, yeah, you see. Crystal composite or alloyed metal mesh. Because you need crystal composite or alloyed metal mesh when you start out. So what you do is create a basic factory. You can see the recipe here. 10 mesh and 10 crystal composite. Oops. And that's basically everything we can create. Let's create a basic factory there. Okay, we got 2. Wait. Is it just me, or did I just lose the basic factory? Oh, it's in there. Okay. So the basic factory is your starting point. We will put our basic factory a bit away, because we want to have some structure later on, so we don't have to move them. Yeah, let's just have a little crafting, Minecraft style crafting table here. So we place the basic factory down. We can open it and we can see this is the factory. All the windows look kind of the same, so it can be confusing sometimes. Let's enlarge this window. If I believe correctly, it actually remembers how you put your windows. And this takes energy, so you can deactivate production and activate it. For this reason, you also have the power supply gun, where you can put in some power into this, as you may not have any energy to produce with. So we will change production, and we will make, you know, As we have factories, we need lots of energy. So we will go into the... we'll write in power, and then we have power reactor module, and we'll click generate. We will put in this material here, you see, directly into the factory, and let's see here, we've probably forgotten some. Alright, this is very interesting. Oh, yes, of course, it doesn't have power. I'm sorry, I already forget about it. Okay, so we click this thing and charge it with power. Power, 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 because the factory doesn't have power now, that's why it doesn't work. If we check here, already created one. So we will, let's charge this thing here. Just hold the key and wait. Then we can go in here, and we can set out 2 of them. And now we probably don't need this one. It will create by its own. But now we already have this stuff here. So you see this power reactor modules. You can build them in long rods, but if you want it to be more efficient, the rods should be longer than I think it's 8 or 9. I don't remember. I made a tutorial about it. If you just have a few, it's better to put them individual, like small reactors like this. Anyways, we have enough power now, so what we would like to do is create a... what is it? Capsule refinery. And there are basic factories, standard factories, and advanced factories. So sometimes you have to search around for which factory it should be in. So you should always have all of the factories. Okay, capsule. Sorry, I clicked my binded unrecord button. Capsule refinery is right here. View product and recipe. And we need some more crystal composite, so we'll need to go to craft and refine some more materials. Let's just put in 5 of those and 5 of those. However, no, cancel. Oh well. Some shards, I mean. Thing is with these stuff is that the like in inventory refinery is very crude. It doesn't save any materials or anything. It's just, you know, it really destroys the fine stuff which you will need for more advanced creations. So let's see our crafting menu here. Let them craft the last of them. Alright. And here we go. Okay, now we can launch these things into the factory. And we can now click activate. We can deactivate it, so we only craft 1. Otherwise it will keep running until we have infinity. That can be good to know. Alright. The capsule refinery. We will make a little industry landscape here later on. So later on the capsule refinery room will be here, I believe. Yes, will be fine. Anyways, not enough energy, maybe. If you have too little energy, you could just deactivate if you have some stuff running. Thing with this is that we can put the ores directly into this, but actually what you can do is, instead of having the material in here like we do now, we put the material in here, then we select the factory by C and hook this up by V. Then if you see, we create, and we created a new capsule refiner. That was very unnecessary, but now we did. So now it draws resources, C, V, you see? It draws resources from this box. We will do the same with this thing. It will draw the resources from this box, you see. And it will start to, you see, it refines them all. However, we will need to connect up like enlarging what is it? Things that will make this inventory larger. The cargo spaces we will need to connect up later. And the thing with the cargo spaces is that you can connect them to your capsule refinery, so you can store all these enormous amounts of things you refine. But instead you can do like I do. I have on most of my big stations and big planets, and yeah, Pandora Haven and like Planet Drakkart and all those kind of big structures I have where I craft things. I have one big cargo system. I have one computer that's connected to enormous amounts of cargo spaces, you know. And then I just connect up everything to that with the CV mode. So what you want to do to get the material back in here is connect it back up. Select the cargo computer by C and hook that up by V. Then we go in here and we have something called autopull. So we can deactivate autopull and activate autopull. But we want to have it activated, and we will add all. Yes. And it will take, yeah, maybe it will take 100 per tick. So it will take, okay, clear all, add all. It will add 100 every tick. Okay, so now whatever this thing has, everything will be pulled back into this one. So what happens is, you can see the raw resources, they will decrease, while this increases, you know. So it's an invisible connection, but in StarMade there are a lot of invisible connections. It's very apparent that as we can go around with blocks, as we can salvage blocks, we have a sort of transfer of matter into space on short distance. I guess that's some fancy technology or anything. Anyways, you might be wondering, what is this? Why do we have capsules? Yeah, well, the capsules, beside the alloyed metal mesh and crystal composite, is stuff that you basically can craft things with. You can go in here and you can craft, like change production. We can see here, we can create a lot of different things here. However, what we want to do is we actually want to go to factory, like this. Oh, I think okay, factory. We can create a standard factory in the basic factory. So of course we want to have a standard factory. Let's craft a standard factory. Deactivate it, put down in the hotbar. And where will we put our standard factory? I think we should make a nice factory room later. But just to show you, here's a standard factory. The standard factory, yes, and don't forget to, you know, unhook your stuff. Anyways, we should hook these up to this one and hook them back up, so they will, well, work exactly like the capsule refinery. So it draws the material from there, and then creates the thing and then directly gets back into this one. It's really convenient. So uses personal cargo. We will do that. So we can go to inventory and click cargo, and whenever we are in this sector we have access to this inventory. Isn't that awesome? Standard factory, change production. And here we can create lots of different things like advanced factory. Let's create an advanced factory. And whoops, already. Okay, advanced factory. And you see here, or what did I mean? Yes, no. Change production. We can go here and we can create some logic signals, all the types of lights, cameras, lots of different things, frankly. So let's spawn this advanced factory and I show you what's in here. Change production. We can see here we can create advanced hardeners for making advanced armor, for example. Charge circuits of different kinds. The crystal armor. The crystal armor is a very expensive armor. It's basically Windows, but it's as heavy as advanced armor. But it's very expensive, so don't overproduce it. You have, well, the effect computers and lots of cool stuff you will go into later. Alright, I say that's some fancy crafting for you. However, I think the advanced offers the build blocks, maybe? Build, that's not correct. Build block, indeed. And we will look at, oh, and I need to hook this up to this computer and hook it back up. We can see if we can produce build blocks. We can't. Reproduction recipe. Firkin capsule and Bassetine capsule. We need those. Okay, I guess we deactivate production. We'll change production into this one. We want to create, let's see here, light rods. No, wait, that's basic. So about hull, you will need a lot of gray hull, because the gray hull you will create, what is it? By the gray hull you will create, excuse me, yes, you create gray hull and then you put on hardeners, which will make the gray hull to advanced armor, and then you put on a hardener or top on that and you will make advanced armor. And whatever you do is you just select the options in the factories and then you have the materials. So you have to have standard hardener and advanced hardener available on forehand, you see. Okay, serial connect this up too. Because I want to change the production here, I want to create some lights. Yeah, it's light rod, and we will create white, yellow, white lights are pretty standard. Let's produce some white lights and we'll keep on producing here. Then we'll change the production of this one. We want to create gray hull. This is strange. Oh, it's basic. Okay, so the search function is okay. We just search for hull. Give me all the hull. And you need paint to create anything that's not gray hull. To produce the different shapes, you need to have gray hull like available. So you basically take the block and then you cut them. That's how you produce them. Alright, and the vendor is a bit away here. It's interesting. But I think we will go and trade for a little build block. Let's see her. Let me just check. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So my ship is inside the planet core. This is a very common problem, but it's cool. What you do is you dig yourself into the planet, usually. Where am I? Okay. Okay. You just keep an aim on your ship, and then you dig yourself in. Why can't... No empty slots available. No, my factory is at 100%. Okay, so what you can do now is destroy some worthless goods. Like drop these 300 rocks to trash. And we'll get some more space free. Okay. Rawr. Well, this is good for tutorial purposes. This is also very good. You should have your ships docked, and this is the reason why. Why is it sand down here? Interesting. Oh well. And don't worry about the magma. It's completely safe. Don't ask me why. It just is. And well, this lags around inside here, and we're only 8 meters away. Oh, and I see it here. No. Now we have no empty slots available. Oh no. We removed a part from our ship. Okay, so we try to line ourselves, maybe. Okay, be a bit careful with the lava though. The lava is more dangerous. Okay. I'm just trying to grab the ship core. See if we can destroy some more rocks. Couldn't. Oh no. Well, this is interesting. Very interesting. Oh well, I guess which. Okay, yes, we can switch to our regular cargo. Can I not be stuck here? Where's my ship? 4 meters more away. Interesting. Okay, here it is. No, it's lagging. So when you dug out your ship here, try to not get hurt by any lava you see. Oops, there we have some. It doesn't flow, so it's much easier than Minecraft lava. Plus you can just absorb it like this. Okay, get into the core. Spam R until you're into the core. Now you go into flight mode, and what you do now is you can try to fly out, and for some weird reason sometimes it works. Don't ask me why. If it doesn't work, what you do is you charge your drum drives and you jump and hope you don't end up into a sun. So this is why you always should have all your ships docked, if you didn't know that. So please dock your ships. Anyways, we're gonna do some shopping. I just see this very delicious ores here. I need to satisfy my hunger. Oh, so good. So much resources. And if we had, we don't have that now, but if we had our regular storage, you know, our cargo selected, then it would be going directly into the cargo, so that's kind of cool. Oh, nice. Excellent. Oh well. Let's go and do some shopping. What we do now is we begin with going out of the atmosphere. But it can be hard if you have too little thrusters. So, what you do now is search for distance, make sure that shops are selected in here. Scroll down, closest shops 2.5 kilometers. It's really close actually, but wait, it's really close. Alright, we can start braking in 3, 2, 1. And we're too late. That's why you don't have collision damage on. Oh, Death Annihilator. Or whatever they're called. Undethinator. It's a very smart name. So this is our new spawn point now. We can create the spawn points too, so it's really nice. Well, let's go in here, and you can see here cargo out of range because it's in another sector. Anyways, what we will do is we will click the B button and we can see the shop, and we will shop for some goods we want. However, I just realized we don't have any money, so we need to just sell some random stuff. And how much money do we have now? So what we'll do now is we will look at the sectors and see when it changes. And there. Okay, we can start break now. Because one sector is the range of the personal cargo. What? Are you kidding me? Oh, it's actually a new sector. Okay, here we go. Now we are in the sector. We can go and click cargo, and let's just, you know, this is very interesting. Well, never mind. I just realized it's super hard to transfer your stuff into your new inventory, unfortunately. So when it's about selling stuff, we actually need to go to the computer itself, so that we can access both inventories at the same time. I don't know if that's a bug, but you know, we can sell them directly from the inventory, but it's not in the same sector, so too little energy, I see. Oh well. Alright. So we can sell stuff like, you know, the other capsule refinery. We don't want sand. We don't need the red dirt. Let's sell some red dirt. Can sell the ice and some plants, you know. Pretty basic. However, we need lots of more money, so it's actually not too profitable, but we will sell 200 of this ore here, and maybe 100 of this ore here, and 100 of this shard. That's how we will do it. And we also get lots of this, but I think we need it. Yeah. Let's do it like that. Should get us started. Also, weapon computers and stuff are super valuable, so it can be a nice idea to like sell them or something. like if you have too many of them, then you will get 10,000 per computer. Also, if you want to make money, it can be nice to trade with the computers, because they're kind of valuable. Okay, let's do some nice shopping here. Alright, click the B button for shop. I don't know why. Buy. Probably buy. So, hulls. Of course we want to begin selling stuff. So what you do is, if we click the shop button, it's kind of stupid. When we sell from here, you have to, you know, what? Oh, this was blocking. Okay, you have to sell it by clicking here or dropping them there. So sell, yes, sell some of these, sell, and some of these. You see, otherwise we can go into the regular B menu and we can just drop them like this. That's nicer, I think. Often with unvaluable resources, the shop wants to buy limited of them, so you can't live on being a sand miner. Now we can do some shopping. So Digimazter Industries is all about the white. So we will buy white hull because it's cheap. 2,000 is 30,000 credits. Oh, it's not very cheap, but let's buy 1,000, or actually 500. What? Out of stock. Okay, we buy all of them. 200 of these, and this all of these shapes are super boring to craft, so it's easier to just buy them. Okay, let's have 20. You don't use Tshara very much. Alright. Now we want to buy the teal, because I like teal too. And we buy all of them. 100. 50, 50, 20, right. So now we're gonna do the slightly more, like, okay, glass, no, we can craft glass ourselves. Build blocks. Let's buy 2 of those, or maybe 3, or we need some later on. Well, a faction module more doesn't hurt, or maybe 2. I can mention it's cheaper to... Holy shit, 12,000 for a scanner. It's cheaper to craft yourself, but you know. Anyways, we got the decorative hull, so we will go and... A standard armor, it's too expensive, let's craft that. Docking! Rail docker. Well, they're kind of expensive, but buy at least, you know, 2 of them maybe. We need now 3, 4. And then we need some rail basic as docking points. Rail turret axis, we need some of those to make turrets. They're really important. Rail rotator blocks we don't need right now, but if we want to have heavy turrets we need rail mass enhancers. Let's buy a few of those. Pick up point and shoot at rails and such are a bit next level docking. Let's skip that for now. We have cube, we have bar lights, rods and cubes. What we will do is we will buy... We just buy some white and some yellow rods, because I like the yellow lightning. Red is kind of cool too. But cubes, I like cubes more. Things is, these are very cheap. They're not hard to craft. Let's buy 20 of each. But they are... How to say? It's many of them, so it's easier to just buy them. That's the nice things with shops, because you don't have to craft everything. Well, I recommend you to craft basic stuff like the big parts of the hulls, and I also recommend you to craft shields and power reactors and such. Such you need much of, it's better to craft yourself. Alright. Transporter controller and such is a bit too expensive right now. Alright. Light, go over to logic. We don't need any logic now. Maybe some activation modules and a few buttons. But you know, doors. We can buy some Plex doors. Good to have. And you see, force fields are very expensive, but they're really nice too. Here we have non-cubic work name, you know. Can have a console because it looks cool, and some pipes because why not. Medical. You want to buy a few of this medical stuff. They're kind of expensive, but they're to heal yourself if you get hurt. Ingots, motherboards, circuits. Display modules are cool. Let's buy some of those. And oh, I love the decorative. Sorry. Let's buy some decorative. Oh, alloyed metal mesh wedge. Oh, we're out of credits. So, what's above that? It's scaffolding. Lots of other decorative things. Maybe we don't need... I just sell back one to buy some more, because that's metal grills, very cool too. Buy some of the scaffolding, and of course decorative screens. Girder. Eh? What is this? This is a new block. I haven't seen this. Interesting. Very interesting. A sturdy structural material. 0 armor. So it's basically armor? Let's compare to hull. So it's 0 and 25 armor. If we go to hulls, you can see this is structural stats 60, armor 100. So if we go to basic, we have structural stats 0, armor. So it's basically like exactly. It seems to be exactly like the hull. Just looks cool. Well, I buy it. Over that we have ship cores, thruster modules, cloaker. You need lots of ship cores because the turrets will need them. Here we have. On ship we have weapons too, we have support tools, we have effects, we have shields. Then we have the factory section. Factory enhancers, really good. Then we have manufacturing, it's just raw resources. Space station, have lift and detonator. Actually, let's okay, this is really unprofitable, but I just rebuy stuff because I want to have an detonator. Here terrain. Oh, here we have, you know, terrain from all over the world. If you want to buy some exotic stuff, here's where you go. It's really cheap. Really cheap to buy those flowers and such. And detonator to make a new spawn point. That we want. Let's produce some enhancers instead later on. But we probably want a few cameras. We want, oh no, one AI module. Okay, I have made bad choices. Or actually we should just have bought more resources. Sell this. Okay. We don't need them now. So, what we want to do is we want to buy some more ship cores. I guess that's all for now. We can buy 2 more salvage modules. And why? Because then we can, you see here, enhance our ship slightly. And actually the weapon doesn't have to be a nice shape. It can look like this and the output will still be here because we can select output. Anyways, now our mining laser is a bit more powerful. However, we don't want to connect up the cannon computer because we might want it for defenses. G menu, here we have it. Can fire and salvage. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna look at the yes, here it is, the hull. And when you move around, your build mood will be very sad. So it's easier to do stuff if you're more, you know, not floating around in space. All right. We want to add one more system part to this one. We want to add a Bob-by AI module. Kind of expensive, but you know. Here we spawn. The orientation doesn't actually matter. So what we will do is, it's a fleet and it's active. Wait, I'm not sure we need this actually. Let's do like this. We're gonna do test here. Firstly, we are going to go to a space where we have asteroids that sort things by distance and select the closest asteroid. Which is in this sector, I guess. So what we want to do is get out of here. We want to press X button to spawn a new ship. And we will call this the GI Commander, because it will be no more than a commanding vessel. We will then go into the fleets, and we will select this fleet and we will add a member. We will add GI Commander. We will move Commander up to fleet status, and then we can order the fleet to mine this sector. Isn't this nice? And what? Oh, yes, okay, it starts mining. Perfect. So, we have some problems with the GI Commander, as we indeed do not have any thrusters or anything on it. So we actually need to approach this ship. But we can actually wait for it to do its works and hope we don't die. That would be very tragic. Oh, I was in build mode. Okay. And you can see if it has full inventory also. But that rarely happens. So what we will do is we will go out here. I don't know if we have a grappling hook. Why is this red dirt? Marker beam. That's not correct. We don't have grappling hook by default. That's very sad. Anyways, we will try to get into the atmosphere of this little thing. Because we're gonna board this ship. And it doesn't need the AI module, which is very interesting. We will steal a thruster and an energy generation unit. Then we will just simply, very evilly go out of here. Go to the GI Commander and equip it. So we actually can move around, which can be a plus. Well, I'm sure this ship needs some more development, but this is probably the most basic ship ever. Thing is, this will continue mining. And that's very nice. It will take forever. So what we will do, we will just, you know, hope that we don't get killed by pirates and log out. That's the great plan. So, anyways, I will say thank you very much for watching. This is Digimazter channel tutorialized Let's Play. Well, this was the crafting episode, also some very basic fleet mining. Anyways, see you next time. Digimazter channel out.